Testing, testing. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Making sure we got the mic and everything going good. Testing, 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 testing. What's up, everybody? Okay, hope we could hear everything. Hope everything's sounding good over there. Yep. Just gonna wait until everybody check in. Just gonna state it, and we just wanted to come in today and welcome everybody. Just wanted to do a recording really quick on behalf of Saint Lucia. Of course, my name is Al Philosian. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? So my name is Al Philosian, and today I just wanted to take some time to wish you all a happy Independence, Saint Lucia. Just take some time just to just share some love, right? Of course, I am from the island of Saint Lucia. I'm located in Florida, Winter Haven, Florida, to be exact. Um, Today is a special day to the island of St. Lucia, which is where I call home. So I just wanted to come on board and just wish everybody a happy Independence Day. Hope you're having fun out there in the island. Hope you're having a blast. Hope everybody is enjoying the festivities of what's going on for independence, St. Lucia independence. St. Lucia has a long interesting history, very interesting history. So I just wanted to just give you all a little bit of information on where this beautiful island actually got its name and everything else, right? Just make sure the mics and everything working out here, right? 1 second, sorry about that. Yep, hi everybody over there. So, um, of course, I wanted to just go in a little bit detail on, you know, where St. Lucia actually got its history and how we actually became independent. I hope you all could hear me on Facebook and YouTube. Instagram, thank you very much, guys, for checking in with me. So today, I'm just going to discuss just a little bit on when is St. Lucia Independence Day. Um, this public holiday in St. Lucia is always celebrated on the 22nd of February. Okay. Now it marks the date 1979 when St. Lucia became an independent state of the Commonwealth of Nations, and that is to the United Kingdom. A little bit about the history of St. Lucia's Independence Day. The Windward Island, now known as St. Lucia, the Helen of the West, was first discovered by the Europeans in the late 15th or 16th century. The first settlers were the French, and they named the island after St. Lucia, a young Christian Marth, Martyr, who died during a persecution of the Christians in the Roman Empire in 304. Sorry about that, AD. All right. Now, unlike most countries, Independence Day, it's not the National Day of St. Lucia. So don't get it twisted between the National Day of St. Lucia and Independence Day. Um, that takes place on December 13th, and the feast day of St. Lucia, who became the patron of the island. And that's actually on, as I said, the 13th of December. Today is the 22nd. So the independence of St. Lucia and the National Day, actually two different holidays. Okay. So St. Lucia, as I told you, has a very interesting history. That's why it's named that name. Now, the English took control of the island in 1663 and control the island changed 14 times, like between hands, 14 times before they actually became an English speaking colony. All right. Um, the change in ownership finally stopped with the English control in 1814 as part of the Treaty of Paris, which ended in Napoleonic Wars, with St. Lucia becoming a part of the British Windward Island colony. Okay, so this all has to do with even Napoleon as well, right? In 1958, which is my mom's birthday, my mom's birth year, St. Lucia joined the West Indies Federation when the island colony was dissolved. In 1967, St. Lucia became a self-governing island as one of the 6 members of the West Indies Associated States. On February 22nd, 1979, it gained full independence and under Sir John Compton, one of the best prime ministers we've had in the island. He actually kind of developed and shaped the island into what it is today. That is the great Sir John Compton of the Conservative United Workers' Party, who later served as prime minister. Okay, now all this actually took place underneath John Compton's rule. The flag of St. Lucia, which is also part of the independence of St. Lucia, the flag of St. Lucia was adopted in 1967. A blue, the blue represents the sky, the yellow is the sunshine, and the black and the white signifies the harmony between the white and black people, the black races on the island, right? So this is what the colors on the St. Lucia flag actually symbolizes. And I'm just going to show you all a flag. I should have a big flag, but we always have one on deck. So the yellow is for the sun, the black and white is for the people, and the blue is actually for the sky, the ocean. Okay. Now, the 21st of February, the eve of independence, is National Colors Day. It is not a public holiday, but everyone is encouraged to wear something reflective of the national colors, which is part of our way of showing our patriotism, right? So the day before independence, which is the 21st of February, everyone is encouraged to wear the national colors to symbolize the Independence Day. Independence Day starts with an annual military parade, followed by Independence Address by the Prime Minister. In the afternoon, a parade called Anue takes place in Castries, featuring various floats, characters, groups, organizations, and companies. So if you have time, feel free to go down to Castries to visit and see what's going on with the celebrations in the city, actually probably going on right now, probably the last batch of it, right? Now, as I told you all today, I wanted to just make sure we share some love with the island and give a little bit of information and educate people on what makes St. Lucia so special. So, as I repeat in there that this had to do with Napoleon War. St. Lucia exchanged hands 14 times between the English and the French colonies, and that was for 200 years of war, until it actually subsided to the English, and that's where we became the Commonwealth of England and become the Commonwealth of to start to actually add up to the Commonwealth of Nations. Sorry about it, I'm stumbling on my words. Okay, now just some little insight on stuff that you could actually find in St. Lucia. I mean, St. Lucia is one of those places where it's good for relaxing and escape. You have tropical climate, no residencies required, um, award-winning diverse accommodations, World Travel Awards, winning for leading their honeymoon destinations. You have dramatic sceneries out there for proposals and weddings, world-class gourmet dining. It's good for culinary travel. And that's just some of the things that make St. Lucia special and make people want to visit over and over and over. And you should want to too, right? And you should be calling us because we're the professionals. We actually from St. Lucia, and we actually been around the entire island, whether it be by sea, land, or air, right? We've tried it by helicopter, by catamarans, and also buses doing around the island. So at Island Vacation, we actually know what we're talking about, right? Um, there is so much to be able to do in St. Lucia, and I'm just going to give you all just a few little pointers as to stuff you could get to find out about the island. As I said, I gave you a few fun facts on Saint Lucia independence, a little bit of information on there as to how Saint Lucia became independent and what are the countries that are in charge of it. Um, one, when you travel into Saint Lucia, you must always remember that that's one of those islands where the temperature remains constantly between 84 degrees and 87 degrees Fahrenheit, which means that it's always beautiful on the island. It's always a beautiful day in St. Lucia. The weather, whether it's raining or it's sunshine, it's a beautiful day on the island because the temperature is always great. Another good reason to always visit the island is because your currency, your money is going to be double and a half. $1 of US equals to $2.67 in EC dollars, Eastern Caribbean dollar. I know it's not too much, unlike other islands, but at least you know your one US would be double and a half. So if you had 100 US in St. Lucia, it would be $267, right? Just depending on the day. Now, in St. Lucia, there are two airports out there, one to the north and one to the south, Uanora International Airport and a VG Airport. I know the island is pretty small, but yes, it is a world-class accommodating island. They said it's a third world country. Far from that, it's a luxury country, actually. Um, as I told you all, there are two airports on there. They are actually on the Atlantic Standard Time, so AST, right? When you get to St. Lucia, the capital is actually Castries, and you could actually get a transfer from Uranora International Airport to Castries, and that takes about like 45 minutes to 50 minutes drive, which is not too bad. But you could also get there quicker, whether it is by helicopter or by catamaran, right? You could actually get a water taxi to go out there or a 10-minute helicopter ride. I advise and I suggest and I recommend helicopter ride. I've done it. Looks amazing from up there. One of those days I'll get the footage and I'll actually put it on our YouTube channel so you could see what it looks like above when you're flying over St. Lucia, right? Um, Also, when you get down to the airport in St. Lucia, because of our diverse history, we speak a certain dialect of French Creole because the Haitians speak a certain French Creole. There is Seychelles, there is Madagascar, there is Dominica, there is Martinique. Everybody's speaking, but Martinique speaks French. Haiti speaks French. We have a certain French dialect. If you want to say something nice to somebody, you say "Sakafet." That means "How are you doing?" Or you say, and the response to that would be "Moi la." Moi means I'm fine. So when you get down to St. Lucia, feel free. You speak our main language is English, and of course we have French Creole. We're very lucky we have two languages. If you want to say something nice in French Creole, "Sakafet," and then your response is "Moi la." I'm okay. I'm here. How you doing, Sakafet? Okay. So that's just a little bit of fun facts about St. Lucia. Um, so when you get down there, you know what's going on. You know a little bit about our history. You know about Independence Day. You know what to tell someone, Sakafet. You know how to respond, Muela. You understand that the currency. You understand we use Atlantic Standard Time. We have two airports in St. Lucia. That's just some good information that could actually take you very far. Now, for our other reasons to visit the island, there are six endemic species of birds on that island. Our national bird is the Amazona versicolor, aka Jaco. Jaco is a famous bird. Jaco is beautiful. I've seen a lot of parrots across the world. I think we have one of the most special ones because of the different colors that are on there. And Jaco can talk too. I've spoken to Jaco. Okay. Now, sites and attractions. There are so many sites and so much things to see in St. Lucia. There are over 100 sites and attractions, so you won't get bored on the island. Whether you're into ecotourism, whether you're into a little bit of festivities, events, or even sports travel, we have all different stuff going on. You could also go nature walks, hiking at Mont Jimmy, Go Piton, Tet Paul Nature Trail, Pigeon Island National Landmark. That's just some stuff that you can enjoy. You also have going through the rainforest, which is also another great option, right? So that's just a few things, the few ways that you could actually get around and see stuff on the island to enjoy, right? Again, today we just wanted to come on board, and because it's Independence Day, to share some information with you, some insights, some fun facts, some history about the beautiful island of St. Lucia, aka the Helen of the West. Soon, Island Vacation is going to be start traveling there a little bit more. We do have destination management companies located down on there waiting for you when we send you out there to welcome you, to make you feel special, to take you around the island. We have already established those relationships with those hotels down there. So we can't wait for you to call to inquire about traveling to St. Lucia, because we want to send you out there, right? Also, don't forget, voted number one romance destination several times in a row by some of the most top recommended associations to do tourism. All right. Also, some of the best times to visit St. Lucia would be between June and August. Many hotels feature mangoes, which is something that you find rampant in St. Lucia. There are so many different varieties of mangoes, maybe like 60 different varieties of mangoes. I think there are more, because just in my neighborhood of Deriso, Doden, we have so many varieties of mangoes. So I think there might be more. Um, on the other side, we also have our local bear, which is Piton Bear. I actually love that bear. Have one. Try one when you get on the island. Let me know what you think about it. Comment on our videos, comment on our blog, our podcast. Let us know what you think about the Piton Bear in St. Lucia and the 60 different types of mangoes. Okay. Um, Also, one more fun fact about St. Lucia: the second highest lighthouse in the world is located in St. Lucia, to the south of the island in Viewfort, right? That's Molashik Lighthouse. This is actually the second highest lighthouse in the world. So we also have the a driving volcano in St. Lucia. I don't think there is any other one in the world. Just like the Pitons, that's only located in St. Lucia. There are World Heritage Sites, UNESCO protected heritage sites. These are the reasons why you should visit St. Lucia. That's just a few. There is many, many more. To the very top of the bar, before we get out of here, I will let you know the best resource on the island are the people. The people of St. Lucia are amazing. They're friendly, they're very welcoming, they're very open minded, innovative, intelligent, for sure, right? So these are some of the reasons to network with St. Lucians, meet St. Lucians. They're always willing to teach you, they're always willing to help you. Feel free to always interact with people from the island of St. Lucia, right? Don't forget, we always have some sailing events going down to the island all throughout the year. Please support, please visit. We have all different types of travel in St. Lucia, whether it's religious travel, culinary travel, cruises, weddings and honeymoons, family vacations, and that's just to name a few events and cultural holidays. Island Vacation does it all. I do want to thank everyone for supporting the island of St. Lucia and Island Vacation Travel Agency. We appreciate you all. Don't forget to check us out on our podcast on all major platforms: Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Pandora, TuneIn, SoundCloud. We're on all the different platforms. So please do not forget to support us. We do see the results on the back end with our analytics. So we really, 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 really appreciate your support. And don't forget to check out our online store too, www.ivtaware.com, and we ship worldwide. All right. And travel is back right now. We've seen it picking up. We're getting very busy on our end. Um, thank you so much again. And to St. Lucia, mwah, happy independence once again. You're growing as a country, you're growing as an island. We've come a long, 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 long way. Keep being patriotic, St. Lucians. Keep promoting your country, and let's support our national dishes and meals, and also our people and our celebrities. Big up to Darren Sammy. Big up to Moto. Big up to Teddy St. John. Big up to a lot more Mr. Bohingson, and a lot more other people that are out there. A lot of other great, 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 intelligent people doing big things in the world. All right. Happy independence to everybody. Okay. Thanks, Sha. Same to you. Yeah, guys, enjoy and celebrate and enjoy your independence. We've been come a long, 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 long way. We actually almost at our jubilee now. We're actually at our almost at our jubilee. And if you're from St. Lucia, don't forget, y'all, the government of St. Lucia actually has stuff in place for us to get staycations. So I'll soon be putting it up on our website and everything else so that people, so I could actually show our local St. Lucian people, our returning residents, how to be able to get discounts when you're moving around on the island. I haven't been actually on the island for a little bit, but I do have contact and communication with them every single day. Um, all the hotels and everything else. So they're letting me know what's going on. I'm about to push it out to you guys so that y'all could take advantage, because as much as foreigners come to the country and enjoy it, I feel like us as the locals should. And that's what I am doing, and I will always do when I touch down St. Lucia. As much as foreigners enjoy it, as much as I'm going to enjoy it, 10 times more. I did it before we left the island, and we're going to continue doing it. I encourage you to do it. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. We really, really, really appreciate all the love that you share with us. Thank you, Bernadette. Thank you, Pinky. Thank you, everybody that checked in today and subscribed. We're going to continue doing some more podcasts and bringing all the live information to you from traveling around the world. Probably the next time I hit you up, we'll probably be somewhere else. You be safe. You take care of yourself, guys, and you be patriotic. Don't forget, always have your St. Lucia flag on deck. If you want to get some more St. Lucia memorabilia, you could always check out our website, www.ivtaware.com. I'm going to go ahead and post it on in the chat. Also, you could also check out our website for the agency, www.islandvacas.com, and you could support us and inquire about your travel as well. Right? So, guys, again, absolute pleasure. Hope you like my hat. Gonna keep seeing it. You guys be safe. Keep the energy up. You guys survive a whole pandemic. I think you should all be proud. We should all be proud of ourselves. You guys stay safe and have a very, very, very enjoyable rest of your independence. All right. Sayonara.